I'm Jane Sauer, and I'm the owner of Jane Sauer Gallery on Canyon Road in Santa Fe. And this particular basket that's in front of me is, I would say, our prized possession for Indian market this year. And it's made by Emarthle-Douglas, who last year, when I happened to be a juror, she won second prize in basketry and won first prize at the Heard Museum this year in March for a basket that was somewhat similar to this one. And these are all of the famous basket makers in the United States. And each one of them is dressed in the clothing that would be traditionally worn. And each of the women are holding a basket, a tiny, tiny miniature basket that is like the basket that they would ordinarily be weaving. And she even made it out of birch bark, sweetgrass, cedar bark, and traditional weaves for the dancers. She is a total perfectionist, and she has not only a voice, but the skill to really portray what her voice is about. And one of the other things that I love about this is that the footprints are in the bottom of the basket. And so you feel like, you can just feel them moving around the basket. You feel them dancing. You feel sort of a festivity about this piece. And then she also did two, what she calls her miniature baskets. And you marvel at her manual dexterity. I mean, I can't believe that she made these, frankly. They're so perfect. And some lucky collector is going to have them. And of course, the first one I was holding is geometry, and these are the frogs, and they have little tiny, tiny beads for eyes. And I guess one of the things I marvel about is that having been a basket maker myself, I know how much counting you have to do and how really difficult it is to keep this symmetry going and to keep the spaces between the frogs, which is really what makes the pattern. And when you're making something this small, if you're off by one tiny stitch, and the materials she uses are so fine that one stitch is like infinitesimal, but if you're off by one, it really shows. It really shows up in this. There's not a stray piece in this. And I always think the bottoms are just so beautiful too.
So each lady has their own, the dress, the traditional, and the traditional basket from their tribe. I tried to get